Hi, I'm Ethan. Again, I'm working on a video game project with Will and Alex. And if you recall from my last video, I had three separate goals, and that was to work on a disappearing glove, which when I went from my sprite editor to skinning editor, it would just go away. And then I also wanted to learn about inverse kinematics, and I also wanted to change the design of my character a little bit. So the last few days didn't actually go as planned. I did figure out the missing glove, and I didn't figure out the issue, but I resolved it, and so the glove is back. But then for IK, I do have the Blue Devil Expo coming up, which is basically going to be at an event for my school where all the CTE classes showcase kind of the projects that they're working on. And to kind of prepare myself for the expo, instead of learning about inverse kinematics and going through the process of redesigning the character so that instead of being split into a bunch of different body parts, he could have bones that would be connected to each other and being able to bend and stuff. And I don't know too much about IK, but I know I would need to do that. Instead of going that route, I ended up working on animations instead. So I made a run cycle and I made an idle animation. And so I'm going to show you the run cycle, what I did for that real quick. The last few days I've been learning about Unity and how I can properly use the animation and the animator. And so here's the run that I got going on. He does look a little weird right now because he's not moving forward, even though he's running. But that obviously is going to be fixed once his animation is attached to the actual character in the game that moves right and left and up and down. But for the animation, I separated it, or I used 5 different poses. So this is the second pose, third pose, fourth pose, and fifth pose. And really kind of the beauty of using rigging animation instead of frame by frame is that I only needed to make 5 poses and it looks super fluid. So from this pose to this pose, Unity kind of blended everything together and made all these other poses that lead into each other. And so I did very little of the work. The Unity just kind of did so much for me. I just had to show kind of the end positions for each 15 seconds, 17 seconds, and it just kind of did everything for me. And so that was really cool. And that kind of made me feel like everything I've done to this point has paid off. I'll show you the other animation I made. It's a lot more simpler because it's an idle animation. It's supposed to be that way, but here's the idle. So he's just going to be moving kind of up and down, kind of bouncing. And so in his rest position, when he's not doing anything, that's kind of what his animation is going to be. That's what the character is going to look like. So those were the 2 animations that I worked on. Of course, in this one, he has only 3 poses because it's a lot more simple. But yeah, so I've learned a lot from Unity, from countless videos on the internet telling me how to use Unity. So in the animator, I'm watching a video right now that's teaching me how to call poses and connect them to each other. And so there's a bunch of different branches, and it all looks kind of complicated, but I'll figure it out sooner or later. But yeah, this is what I've got going on right now. I figured out those 2 animations, and I'm gonna probably showcase that during the Blue Devil Expo and show some people the bones I made, the geometry, how it all works. And that's where I'm at right now. In the future, again, I am still hoping to learn about that IK because everyone's talking about that, and I need to know how to properly implement these animations in the game, and kind of connect my stuff with everything that Will and Alex are working on. And so that's what's going to happen going forward. But yeah, again, that's where I'm at right now. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll hope to see you in the next one.